Hello and welcome back to Bee Monster Laboratory. Today we're going to check out the LEGO Technic remote controlled stunt racer. What's better than remote controlled Legos? Yeah, I don't know either. Let's check it out. This stunt racer is for ages 9 and up. You'll need to buy your own batteries. Batteries aren't included. It is 324 pieces. This comes with a receiver attached to the back of the car and a battery box attached here in the middle of the car. And you got your two motors that power the treads on the bottom right here under the car. And it also comes with a remote control. The remote control will require 3 AAA batteries, and you'll need a small Phillips head screwdriver to access the compartment here. On the other side here, you've got your two joysticks. They are fairly close together, as you can see. Here you've got the different channels that you can select. I just have it on channel 1. And one important thing to remember about your remote control, which I will remind you later, is that you want to keep in mind you have these two little black tabs here. Moving those up and down will help you adjust the control of the car so that it operates properly. The battery box here in the car takes 6 AA batteries, 3 on the top, 3 on the bottom. You don't need any tools to access the compartment. You just slide the cover off and then reinstall it. At first it does seem kind of tricky to get into, but I will show you a fairly easy way to access that battery compartment. It is right in the middle of the car, so you do have to unlatch some of these pins and pull the battery box out. The first thing you want to do is remove these flexible roll bar things. Then you want to pull out these two tabs that are holding the roof down. Once you pull those out, you'll be able to lift that top flap, the roof of the car. Now there's another set of 2 pins going straight down. Pull those up and you'll be able to remove and to slide that battery box out of position and then change your batteries. And then to put it back in, just do the reverse process. This cart comes in 2 different models. It comes in option A here, and then there's another option which is a lower profile with a spoiler. It does look pretty neat. If you want to do that one, you go online to lego.com/apps. Here's the website. It's lego.com/apps. What I do is I just come straight over here to the search and search to the number 42095. That's the product number. And once you punch that in, it'll take you straight to the product. There are plenty of detailed pictures of this car and the other version that you can build right here. And if you scroll down here, it'll give you a little bit of detailed information about the item. And if you scroll down further, you can download the files if you want to build either one. I'm going to download the one with the spoiler here because as far as I know, this is the only place you can get the directions. And now you have the file. If you want to build the one that I built, they do include an instruction manual in the box. I guess I'm old-fashioned because I use the manual. But if you want to build the one with the spoiler, just go online. You can get the directions from there. So I've already used this a little bit, and it does really well on carpet and any kind of flooring where it can get a grip. There you go. That's better on the carpet. because these treads do grip a little bit. It does slide around a lot on smooth flooring. I will also say that the motors on the bottom, the two motors, provide plenty of power for this. You can make it do a wheelie. It does go relatively fast considering it's a pile of Legos. And considering it is Legos, it's pretty durable. Now I wouldn't drop it off a table or jump it over a ramp or anything, but it is pretty durable. It hasn't fallen apart. None of the pieces have fallen off yet, but then again, I haven't abused it or dropped it. So I'd also mention that this tread has just enough flex to go over small items, so it can handle small items going over top of those. Also, it does really well outside on concrete and pavement. It's not something that I would take in the grass, just because it's kind of small and it doesn't do well in grass at all. One problem I had while I was using this outside was it kept dropping connection. The remote wouldn't connect to the car itself, so I'd have to get right up on top of it for it to move. And then sometimes it would just get stuck and just keep going. And I'd have to get closer to it for it to stop. Also, there's not a big range, a distance range outside. And maybe that's because it was a little windy. Maybe internet interfered with it, so I wouldn't call it a great outdoor toy, and it's probably not meant to be, but it does really well in cedar chips and mulch. It does really well in mulch, and it does really well on the sidewalk, but to classify this as an outdoor toy, I would not. I cut my grass between 3.5 inches, and it really struggles to get through that. Anything lower than that, anything shorter than that, and it can cut right through the grass just fine. It does have a hard time rolling forward through higher grass because it carries all the weight on the back end. I've noticed that it goes a lot easier through the grass backwards because that weight is carried in the back. As you can probably guess from my previous comments, the outdoor performance is pretty poor and I would not recommend it for outdoor use, but when inside, it is, I believe, a superior remote control toy, and I would recommend it for anybody. If I put it together and my steering is off and I push up on both controls here, it should go forward, but instead maybe it'll do circles. I can play with these two tabs down here to adjust the steering. So if I pull this one down and I push up on both, it goes backwards. Down goes forwards. If I change it and I push that one up and I bring this tab down, backwards is down, forwards is up. So remember to use your tabs here to adjust your steering if you need to. Well, we've had a lot of fun with our stunt racer, and as always, thank you very much for watching. I hope you got a lot of useful information out of the video. Also, don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment below. Let us know what you think, and we'll see you next time.